If you thought Dubai was all about skyscrapers, then you probably haven't given enough attention to its bridges. And talking about bridges, there can't be one more famous, more iconic and more illustrious than the one we are standing on right now. The Dubai Floating Bridge, a pontoon that opens every night at 10 and closes every morning at 6, just like clockwork. The morning story begins right at 6, just in time for the first batch of Dubai's early morning office goers. We just saw how the bridge opens every night and then closes every morning for the traffic, of course, to resume. And right now we're out to see how the inspection is done. We've got this exclusive access on a routine inspection, of course, of the floating bridge.
We do this on a daily basis to ensure there are no debris left after the opening of the bridge and there is no blockade. We also ensure that all the elements of the bridge are in top shape.
So this is the center of action every night and every morning. And this is exactly the spot where the bridge actually locks and unlocks and then swivels onto the other side.
This is the roller bearing that allows for the locking bar to lock onto the concrete pontoon, thereby ensuring that the road users can pass through the bridge. And when we have to open the channels up, these locking bars are pulled out and the door pontoon swivels. Right behind me is where the door pontoon is situated, and this would swivel 180 degrees to allow for the channel to be opened up.
We're standing inside the control room of Dubai's floating bridge. This is the nerve center from where the operation of this pontoon bridge is controlled.
This is a human-machine interface that allows you to evaluate and know the condition of each element of the bridge. Whatever electromechanical installations are on the bridge can be monitored here on a timely basis.
We are now entering the hydraulic container. This is where the movement of the bridge's fixed part is controlled on a daily basis.
These cylinders ensure that every 15 minutes we have automatic operation of the fixed part of the bridge and ensure that all the fittings are leak proof and all wirings are on tap.
It's almost 10 in the night and time for one of Dubai's most famous and iconic bridges that ferries almost 6,000 cars per peak hour to fall silent. And all of that happens inside 10 minutes flat. We'll show you how.
We manually close the traffic to ensure that there are no speeding vehicles that approach the bridge at the time of the closure. And right after the closure, we initiate the opening process of the door pontoon. The deck itself has lifted from its place, and this is where the unlocking takes place. And then moving forward, we will shifting the bridge in its axis using onboard engines, which are powered at the control panel, and they will be operated in tandem on both directions. And this allows for the opening of the navigation channel, which will then permit ships and boats to pass through. The whole process is reversed for the opening of the traffic and the closing of the navigational channel, and this happens exactly around 5:45, and by 6 o'clock there's a free flow of road traffic on the floating bridge.
So 10 minutes is all it took for one of the most famous pontoon bridges in the region to close for traffic and open for boats and ships to pass. And you just saw how things work in Dubai.